Well, hello, hello. Oh, you guys, Merry Christmas. How are you? How are you doing? It is after Christmas now and moving into the last week of the year 2024. Welcome to the Winning Wallet, or welcome back. My name is Elle, and here on this channel, we know it's never too early and never too late to start taking good care of our finances. What a fun time of year. I hope you all are doing well. I hope that you are enjoying yourselves, enjoying time with family and friends, and just really celebrating the season. Today, you guys, I wanted to kind of break down some things, some ideas, some strategies, some tricks, some tips that if I were starting over, if I didn't know where to start with budgeting, that this is where I would start. Now, I am a seasoned financial tracker. What that means is that I have been watching my money for years and years and years. So this is not new to me. I have been doing this for decades now, of course, but budgeting is a whole different thing, you guys. Planning your money, tracking your money, accounting your money. It really does take work, but it doesn't have to be complicated. So if you are new to our community, if you are new to budgeting, if you are looking for information of where to start, how to make the overwhelming feel attainable, feel manageable, I welcome you in today to watch this video. Now, I am going to keep things simple. I also will let you know that not all scenarios will work for all people. But this is what I would do if I were starting out. And the reason I'm presenting this is because I really want this system, budgeting and cash stuffing and tracking the money that is coming in and going out, to work for every single person, and it can. However, when you think about the big picture, sometimes it can feel overwhelming. So I want to break some things down for you, hopefully to make it more simple and seem like something that you could just jump in and start today. Don't wait for the new year. Don't wait. Go ahead and start today. So you guys, the very first thing I would do, I would calculate any money coming in, any money at all. Now, some money like tax refunds, that might only be once a year. Gifts might be a couple of times a year. Cashback rewards, I do get cashback rewards every single month. It's the only credit card that I use. I pay it off every single month. So I do count this as income. And of course, I have my regular income from my job, from tutoring. We did just get a bonus at school for increasing our school grade. I do get a stipend for trainings, things like that. So not all income happens at the same time, of course. However, it should be accounted for. The next thing I would do is calculate everything going out. And I cannot stress this enough. It doesn't matter if it's a $2 pack of gum. I don't know how much is gum these days. I haven't purchased gum. I don't buy gum, so I don't know, but I don't care what it is. If you're buying it, you need to track it. Those $2 packs of gum or $3 cups of coffee every now and again, that is money going out. Now, the other big thing, of course, we need to calculate are our bills, our regular bills. So this is what I'm going to ask you to start with, or suggest that you start with. Identify what is non-negotiable every single month and what is stable, meaning that these amounts, these payouts every single month for your bills are predictable. I can predict within just a few dollars what my rent is every single month. It is non-negotiable. I have to pay it, but the amount is stable. What this means is that not only is the amount predictable from month to month, there probably isn't much I can do about it. It's not a bill that I pay every single month that I can say, oh, well, this month I'm going to pay $100 less. No, it doesn't work that way. The amount is stable. This category, the non-negotiable and stable, is the part of outgoing bills and expenses that has the least amount of flexibility. Start here. They're non-negotiable. You have to pay them. You have to pay your mortgage, pay your rent, pay your insurance, things like that. Next, I would move on to identifying what is non-negotiable but flexible. There may be some opportunity for a bit of change here. Here's an example. It's non-negotiable that I buy food for my pets. That's non-negotiable. But what is negotiable is that maybe I can buy a buy one, get one from the grocery store for cat litter instead of going through Chewy. Another thing that is non-negotiable, of course, would be buying groceries. But maybe I hold off on really big expenditures and look for sales, look for deals, things like that. Okay? Now, non-negotiable means that you have to pay it every single month. However, there may be some flexibility here. What that means is there may be a little bit of opportunity to look at what you can change here. Look for sales, look for deals. They are non-negotiable. You have to pay them, but there may be some wiggle room here. Next category is everything else. So you guys, to start, you're only looking at 3 items in what you pay out every single month. Non-negotiable and stable or fixed, your rent, your insurance, things like that. Next category, non-negotiable and flexible. You have to pay it every single month. However, there might be some ways to find deals or better costs for certain items. And then the last category, you guys, this is everything else, all the extras, everything else. And this category is where you have the most flexibility to make positive changes in your budget. All right. Last, and this can be put off. And the reason I say it can be put off is because I think it is helpful to know the cold, hard facts about your money and then be able to set a realistic, attainable, achievable goal. I would hate for somebody to set a goal, have their heart and emotion invested in that goal, then go back to do this work and find out that there's no way that goal could be achieved. And then the person just throws up their hands and say, well, I'm not even going to try. I'm not going to do anything. So hold off on setting a realistic you want high goals, something that'll make you stretch, a realistic goal that can be attained. But do the work first. So here's how we do it. Print 3 months of statements. If you're not able to print 3, do at least 2. The reason we print multiple months, you guys, is to look for trends, to identify trends, to look for anything sneaky that may be hiding out there in our bank accounts, incoming and outgoing. We've got to get very specific. You need 3 highlighters, just 3, because you're going to be highlighting these categories on your statements. You're going to calculate every single penny in and out. Yes, every penny. And then, yes, it is work, you guys. It is work, but you can do it. You can absolutely do it. And if I didn't believe that this would help you, then I certainly wouldn't be putting out a video about it. However, you have to get real about your money to make positive change. You have to be willing to do the work. You have to look at what's coming in and what's going out. How can I maximize what's coming in? What part-time jobs can I pick up? What extras can I pick up? And then on the other side, what can I cut out? Do I have any subscriptions out there, memberships that I pay for that I'm not using? TV services, cable services, whatever it is. It is work. But you guys, it's simple. This is a simple formula, and you can do it. I promise you can. All right, now, here's what I mean for the categories. This is where we're going to start. The non-negotiable and stable. These are fixed expenses that are paid every single month. My rent is $16.60. That's it. My power, $75. Cell phone, $90. Insurance, $190. Now, the good news. I carry a credit balance on these two accounts because I'm a teacher and I don't get paid over summer. However, having said that, I do know that in general, I am paying these. I'm not looking to pay less because in my situation, I know it's unique, getting paid 10 months out of the year. I need to prepare for summertime. However, these amounts are stable. My insurance is going to be $190 a month. My rent, $16.60. These are non-negotiable. I have to pay them. You have bills that you have to pay. Start here. There is no to low opportunity to change anything in this area. The next category, you need a different color highlighter. These are non-negotiable, but there may be some flexibility here. There may be some opportunity to change and decrease expenses. So every month, maybe I can predict $30. Groceries, $500. Gas, $100. Medical, $100. These are just examples, you guys. These are just examples to keep it nice and simple for this exercise. However, if I look for sales, if I look for deals, if I take note that I have a gas station near me whose gas prices are under $3, imagine that. If I know that on hand I have enough of my sinus medication that I don't need to buy it right then. And actually, sometimes my sinus medication is bundled, so I can buy a bundle, and that saves me money. Although these are non-negotiable, I have to have these every single month. There may be some opportunity to decrease the amount I'm spending and put that money right into my pocket. A little bit of work to go here to see where the deals are. And if you're willing to do the work, then your savings can benefit. The last category is my favorite, of course. This is everything else. Everything else in your life, you guys, including gifts for other people. I know it's the holidays. I'm hoping that everybody was able to stay within their budget for gift giving. Oh, the credit card companies love us this time of year. A lot of people put everything on a credit card and then spend the next year paying off that credit card only to do it again the next coming December. Don't do that, you guys. Break that habit if you do have that habit. Of course, this is not strict financial advice. This is advice from somebody who has worked for a long, long, long time and had many financial ups and downs. And I am only sharing the tips, tricks, and strategies, you guys, that I have learned over the years. I am debt-free. I have no consumer debt. I own my car. I use one credit card, and that credit card gives me money back. So trust me, I don't want to sound preachy, but I do want to sound motivated and dedicated to positive financial change. If I can do it, you guys, you can do it. Okay, so everything else Everything else, if it's non-negotiable, you don't have a choice. You're paying these things. Everything else is negotiable, and you have to get real about that. Get real. Everything else may be optional. The most opportunity for positive financial change will come from this category. Now, I can't tell you how to spend your money. You have that power. Don't let your money have power over you. You take control back over your money. If you are looking through your bank statements and you're adding up fast food and you see, oh, wow, I'm spending $30 a month on fast food, that's in your power to change. If you are spending $10 a week at Starbucks, I don't know, does that even get more than one cup of coffee? I think Starbucks is expensive, you guys. However, if that brings joy to your life and you want to have that Starbucks, then have it. Just know that you have control and power over your money, and only you can decide what is worth it and what isn't worth it. Okay, so everything else, this is where you have the most opportunity to make positive change, to increase your savings. And here's my little note here. If you are not tracking your money, you're missing out on opportunity for significant change in financial growth and security. Schedule, plan, save over and over. And it all starts by understanding these categories, breaking it down with your statements. I recommend using a highlighter. How else are you going to be able to keep it all straight? Now, if you enjoy online spreadsheets, then do it electronically. I don't care how you do it. It's got to work for you or you won't even start. So if you want to do it on a spreadsheet electronically, pie charts, bar graphs, you do it. You do you. Okay? Now, this is how I became financially stable. It took a long time, you guys. It did. And I had lots of ups and downs through the years, but this is how I did it. I stopped using credit. When I paid off my credit cards a few years ago, you guys, I never went back. I never went back. It's been years now that I have used a credit card that carries a balance from month to month. I just don't do it. Now, how I've said earlier, this is what I did. I'm not a professional. If you are looking for more in-depth advice, please seek out the advice of a financial professional. I am only sharing my opinions, what has worked for me in the past, in hopes that maybe it will help some of you out there. I stopped shopping for extras. Now, this was a hard stop. And what I mean by this, I was deeply invested in the beauty community. I was buying things left and right that I still have, but I'll never use. I stopped shopping for extras. This was a hard stop. There was no negotiation here. I stopped it all. I live below my means. My car is a 2013. I haven't bought new clothes in a long time, you guys. Years. I haven't bought clothes in years. So I am living below my means, you guys. I enjoy that because I know that every week, every paycheck, every month, I have money to bring back here, to play with, to save, to do savings challenges, to build up my sinking funds. And all of that leads to financial security. I paid off my credit cards, like I said, years ago. I do earn extra income, and you can look in your life and see where you are able to earn extra income. I do tutoring. I can earn bonuses. I do receive monetary gifts. Now, I don't spend them. They're not spent. I use them more as income. If you've been with me for a while, you've heard me talking about buying a new orchid for months and months. I haven't bought a new orchid. I have 5 of them, But if I want one, I certainly can. I have the income to do it. I even have a sinking fund for orchids, but that doesn't mean I'm running out every week to buy a new one. I talk about it. Orchids are a hobby of mine. They're beautiful, but I haven't bought one. I just think my mindset has shifted, and that happens if you are used to spending your money all over the place and not tracking, not taking accountability, not planning, not organizing, not strategizing for your future. It feels different when you decide to stop spending your money. Let me tell you, it's a whole thing. But over time, when you settle into saving, oh my God, it's beautiful. Now, you have to be willing to track, to be honest, and take accountability. Like I just mentioned, there is a change in mindset and setting new priorities. Now, going back to your Starbucks, if that Starbucks every day or once a week brings you joy, then keep doing it. I am not here to take away your joy. I am here to let you know where the opportunity may be for positive financial change. And then last but not least, I became dedicated to my future, my financial future, my financial picture. Wealth and health. Not that I won't ever be wealthy. My goodness, I'm a teacher, for goodness sake. But the feeling that settles into your heart when you know that money is no longer a concern, that you have control, that you took back your power, that you know every month what's going to be expected, you've planned for it, you've tracked it, you have the income, and you know what you're doing with whatever is left. You guys, it's up to you. It truly is. Don't wait. Don't wait for anybody else. Don't wait for the new year. Start today. Start printing those statements. Get your highlighters. I'm a teacher. Like I said, I have 900 highlighters around here. I will mail you some highlighters to help you out. And I'm not kidding. I really would. You guys, it's time. It's time. Use these simple strategies. Use these simple tips. Now, it's not always easy, but it's simple. Simplify, okay? And just as a side note here to wrap up, take a look at what you can do to increase money coming in. Maybe working overtime. Maybe you have a ton of stuff sitting in a closet, you know? Think about having a garage sale. Look for deals. Look for BOGOs. Maybe pick up part-time work. Okay, maybe look into cashback rewards. There are apps out there. I don't do apps. I'm too paranoid for that. I don't want anything on my cell phone, you guys. But there are, and that's just my personal opinion. Don't get mad at me. There are cashback rewards that you could look into to increase money coming in. And then ways to simplify money going out. Cut down or cut it out. If it falls into this optional category, consider cutting down or cutting it out. Change the frequency. Again, going to Starbucks, maybe you're used to getting daily coffee, maybe do it every other day. At the grocery store, look for store brands, right? That'll save you some money. Trade and barter. I'm just thinking about neighbors here. Maybe you have something that needs to be done at your house, and you have a neighbor who has a skill, but they need a babysitter or they need a dog walker. Instead of hiring somebody, talk with your neighbor. See, you know, hey, I need a door that needs to be rehung and I'll walk your dogs this week. Something like that. I don't know if people still trade. I don't know. I don't think so, but it's an option, right? And look at giving non-traditional gifts of service rather than something that costs money. Couponing. I used to do this all the time. I don't anymore so much, but I do. I do my grocery shopping online and have it delivered ever since the events of 2020. But when the coupons pop up for me, I absolutely still use them and cancel or adjust the subscriptions that you have. Go through, find out what you're paying for month to month. Maybe you have I don't know, a television streaming service that you haven't watched in a year. So you can cancel or adjust and then finally negotiate. If you are using credit cards, if you have a credit card with a sky-high interest rate, call them, see what they will do, see if they will negotiate that rate. Again, this is just my opinion. I am not a financial professional. I am only trying to give you some ideas of things that could work. And again, not all things will work for all people in all situations. But you guys, thank you for being here with me. I debated about even posting this video, but you know what? If one person can benefit from one thing I've said, then it's worth it. And if nothing else, just know that you can do it and you're the one with the power. You do have control. It may take some steps to feel like you're back in control, but start today. See what you can do. Don't give up. Bring up the determination out of your heart. Bring it up and get determined for this new year, you guys. And with that, I wish you all the future financial success. Dig in, get your hands dirty with your money, you guys, because we know here at the Winning Wallet, it is never too early and never too late to start taking good care of our finances. Let me know down below if you have any questions. I will try to answer them as best I can. And I just appreciate you being here. Happy day after Christmas. Happy almost New Year's. Take good care. And until next time, you guys, bye for now.